Good morning to everyone. In this lecture, EC 8551 Communication Networks, Unit 5 Application Layer. Today, we will discuss about the topic DNS, that is Domain Name System. In this DNS, the goal of assigned meaningful high level names to a large set of machines and handle the mapping of those names to a machine IP address. The DNS is a distributed database that multiple machines on the internet and used to convert between names and address and to provide the email routing information. So, the DNS provides the protocol that allows the client and the server to communicate with each other. The domain names are as insensitive. So, COM, that is a COM, meaning the same thing. The DNS protocol runs over the user defined protocol and uses port of 53. The protocol is specified in the RFC 1034 and RFC 1035. It is a full domain name is sequence of labels separated by dots. That is a single dot. The DNS name space is hierarchical and it is similar to the unique file system. Originally, the internet was small and mapping between the names and address were accomplished using a centrally maintained file called host. To add a number of changes an internet record contacting the central administrator, updating the changes and address record and distributing it to all other sites. In this solution worked at first because most of site had only a few machines and the tables does not record frequent changes. So the centrally maintained the table suffered from several drawbacks. Number one, namespace was flat and no two machines would use the same machine name. As the internet grew, changes to the database took days to a week to take effect. The central site became congested with the increase in the number of site retrieved copies of the current tables. And then the internet of DNS is hierarchical distributed naming system designed to copy of the problem of explosive growth. That is, it is hierarchical because the namespace is partitioned into the subdomain. And it is distributed management of the namespace is delegated to local site. Local site have complete control and responsibility. For this part of the namespace, the DNS acquired as handled by several servers called a name server. In this DNS, the namespace is structured as a tree with the domain names referred to the name node in the tree has a root and a fully qualified domain name is identified by the components of the path from the domain name to the root. So, the services provided by the DNS. What are the services? We see them: host aliasing, mail server aliasing, load distribution. A host aliasing with accomplished host name can have one or more alias name. The DNS can be invoked by an application to obtain the canonical host name for a supplied alias host name as well as the internet protocol address of the host. The mail server aliasing, the DNS can be invoked by a mail applications to obtain the host name for the supplied alias host name as well as the IP address. And finally, the load distributions. It used to perform the load distributions among the replications servers. Now we see the components of DNS. The following components: number one, domain name, second one, domain name, third one, name server, fourth one, name resolver, fifth one, name cache, and sixth one, zone. For example, I have give the one of the domain name. For example, vtubooks.com. This is one of the technical publication site. Here the .com is the domain. The domain name is defined by the DNS as become sequence of names and domain. For example, vtubooks.com would be a domain name. Okay. So in name server software, that is a program, the map names to addresses. It does this by mapping domain name to the internet protocol address. The name resolver is a software that functions as a client interacting with the name server. And also the name cache is the storage used by the name resolver to store the information frequently. Finally, the zone is a part of the domain. And now we see the DNS in the internet. The DNS is divided into three different sections in the internet: generic domain, country domain, inverse domain. In generic domain, each node in the tree defines a node which is an index to domain namespace database. And the country domain, it is uses two characteristics: character country abbreviations at the first level. Second level labels can be more specific national destinations. For India, for example, for India, the country domain in the root level in the each individual frequently domains names. And finally, the inverse domain, it uses the map of the address to the name. For example, when a client sends a request to the server for doing a particular task, server finds the list of authorized client. The list of contained only the IP address of the client provided to the client. Okay. Now the namespaces. The namespaces are the two types. Number one, flat namespace and hierarchical names. The name assigned to machines must be carefully selected from a namespace with complete control over the binding between the names and IP addresses. The flat name spaces, the originally set of machines on the internet used flat name. It consists of sequence of characters with no further structure. A name is assigned to an address. So the advantages of the name were convenient and short. And some disadvantages are here. What are the disadvantages? The flat name spaces cannot generalize to large set of machines because of the single set of identifiers. Single central name authority was overloaded. Frequent name address binding changes were costly and some other. And a hierarchical name, the partitioning of a namespace must be defined in such a way it supports efficient name mapping and guarantees autonomous control of the name assignment, and it provides a simple yet flexible name structure and partition at the top level. The authority of the name in each part of the part passed to each destination agent. Now, the message format. In this message format, the message are sent between domain client and domain server with a specific format. What are the specific format? That is used as for a name resolution and name queries. The questions sent by the client and answered provided by the server are included within different field of the same messages. So the DNS has two types of messages, query and response. Both type have the same format. The inquiry message consists of the header and questions recorders. The response message consists of the header, question recorder, answer record, authentication record, and additional records. So in the identification record, it is a 16-bit field and unique values used by the client to match the response of the inquiries. The plug, it is a collection of subfield that define the types of messages and types of answered requested. So the number of questions record contains the number of inquiries in the question section of the message. The answer record contains the number of answer record in the answer section of the response message. Now we see the advantages of DNS. In DNS, it has a hierarchical structure and a database and flexible, and it is small and a manageable zone, and it is scalable, and it is help eliminating host tables. It is consistent on all hosts, and also the internet would not exist without it. And finally, it is easy to implement with the minimal configuration changes in the DNS server. In this lecture, we have completely studied the DNS, that is a domain name, and what are the advantages and what are the message format of DNS. In next section, we will study the electronics mail, that is a email. Thank you for watching this video.